Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to another video here with me, Arnoceanbit, competitive best of 3 content. We are playing Explorer yet again. If you like my content, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and put a comment down below for the algorithm. I would highly appreciate that. Thank you for all the support you're giving. Today we're playing MonoRed Burn. Burn or MonoRed aggro can be built in different ways, and I'm approaching the low to the ground burn heavy version of the archetype, which with a little twist. I think this all is pretty straightforward. We got our 12 1-drops, Soul-Scar Mage, Kumano, and Monastery Swiftspear. We got the play with fires to have some burn. We got Spikefield Hazard to have a prowess triggering burn spell that kills an Elvish Mystic, for example, but it's also a land if we need lands. We have Lightning Strike and Eidolon of the Great Revel, the new card from Explorer Anthology, which makes it very problematic for opponents to cast spells because they get continuous damage dealt. So if Eidolon sticks on the battlefield, we take damage, but that doesn't matter too much because we kill people much quicker than they kill us, and the opponent takes damage. This card is a powerhouse eternally in Magic. It's great in Legacy Burn, it's great in Modern Burn, Pioneer Burn, Explorer Burn, you name it. And then Bonecrusher Giant, I mean, can't play a red deck without that card. Light up the stage, works well with the prowess, the burn, draws you into more burn, into, just 1 mana, look at the top 2, it's sort of like that red expressive iteration in a way. Pretty good card. And then 2 copies of Skewer the Critics. And the little twist I have here is Goblin Chainwhirler in the main deck, 3 copies, which is normally not a card you would see in a burn mono-red deck. You probably would play more burn spells or something cheaper. But I think Goblin Chainwhirler is quite good these days because mono green devotion is such a big deck, and they have all these elves that you want to kill easily, even Lost Struck Beast tokens sometimes. And getting rid of Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elf with Goblin Chainwhirler is huge. It's a big tempo swing. So that is a big reason why I like this card. And there's obviously other decks too that play Elvish Mystic, like the Gruul Vehicles deck. Then there's stuff like Spirits with lots of 1-toughness creatures, or Humans, which also has a ton of 1-toughness creatures, namely Talia. And Chainwhirler is just fantastic against all those. So I think it's a good meta choice. Not necessarily something you always have to do, but yeah, the metagame just looks this way that I like the Chainwhirler in the main deck. And of course with Soul-Scar Mage, Chainwhirler also is that extra synergy where it just puts -1 counters on the other creatures even if they don't die. So shrinks them, which is cool, of course. Alright, the rest of the deck, 21 lands, 2 Spikefield, that means 23 in total. That's a lot for a mono-red deck, especially because we also have Light Up the Stage to draw us into more land drops. But because we have Ramunap Ruins and Den of the Bugbear, and even Sokenzan, and even, Spikefield is also a spell land, I think it's fine to play a little bit more lands in this deck. We really can use our mana quite well. So yeah, that's my thought process there. Sideboard, we're looking at some Rending Volleys, of course, great against a multitude of decks. Abrade, have some artifact removal or extra removal for anything we might care about, especially against Gruul Vehicles. Chandra, just a planeswalker, against control. 1 copy of Hazoret in here. I kind of threw the sideboard together. I took a list from the internet and made changes to it, and I didn't really like a lot of the things in the sideboard. So just put a Hazoret in there. I think Hazoret is very powerful against Reactor's midrange, or just black decks in general. They have a tough time removing this thing. So here we have it. Couple of Obliterating Bolt, just a flexible removal that exiles things. Good against angels, good against, just a lot of things. Roiling Vortex is a card that was in the original list. I'm not super sure about it. Turning off life gain can be fine against angels, I suppose. But often you'd rather have straight up removal like Rending Volley and Obliterating Bolt against that deck. And then, against, like blue-white control, you can bring in a Vortex. There's not like any combo decks that see a lot of play where the 5 damage part comes into play. I just have 1 in there because I had another slot. Another Planeswalker, just good against control pretty much. The 4th copy of Chainwhirler is just fantastic against humans, spirits, as I mentioned. And then I have 3 copies of Akroan War. Some people play Burning Hands, but I think I rather have Akroan War in this slot. It's more powerful. It's great against both Old Growth Troll and the 5/6. And just in general, if you're playing a creature matchup, Akroan War can be really powerful. Steal their best creature, like a Lost Drug Beast or whatever it may be, against Gruul Vehicles. And then they have to attack into it. And then, you know, just all their creatures die. And it's just a huge tempo swing. Akroan War on turn 4, after you curved out, is like, how are you beating that? It's sort of like mind control in better for the period of the time it's in play, right? It steals the opposing creatures, then you can attack with that creature, and you know the MonoRed deck ends the game very quickly, so you might already win before chapter 3 even goes off. So yeah, that is MonoRed Burn. Yeah, we'll see how it performs. Certainly an interesting deck. Mono Green Devotion, if I would have to take a guess, is kind of like a nemesis of a Mono-Red Burn deck, because it's fast, it puts big creatures onto the battlefield quickly. Old Growth Troll, Lost Drug Beast, and the 5/6 are very strong, of course. So if I had to take a guess, that would be not the matchup I would like to face. But hey, we'll see. Goblin Chainwhirler might do things for us. We also might have very fast starts to just overrun our opponent. We'll see, we'll see. This hand is fine. I'm on the play, I have 1-drop into 2-drop. I'm happy to keep. Aha, the mono green deck. There it is already. Oh, and there's a Chainwhirler. So I could go Swiftspear Spikefield, or I could just go Eidolon, and then next turn Chainwhirler. Preventing my opponent from casting like an Old Growth Troll is kind of important. But on the other hand, if I use my Spikefield now... Alright, you know what? I think I'm gonna actually do that, because I really don't want a Kiora or an Old Growth Troll or a 5/5 Lost Drug Beast to hit the battlefield. It's a bit unfortunate, but yeah. I think it's the correct line. Wolfuller Haven. If they have another elf, that would be awesome. We could just kill it. Yeah, nice. Lovely. This is just exactly what I have this Chainwhirler for. Alright. I will attack. Not a lot of ways to trigger prowess right now. Play Soul-Scar and Eidolon. Yeah, and at this point, because we killed those elves, we slowed them down enough. And they also missed the land drop, to be fair. But yeah. Okay, cool. Nice. Okie dokie. Bonecrusher Giant is not necessarily that good in this matchup, I believe. I'd rather have... I mean, Lightning Strike could also be boarded out, to be fair. Alright, what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about Akroan War and the Chainwhirler. Something like this. Obliterating Bolt, perhaps better than the Lightning Strike, because they have Old Growth Troll. And then otherwise, I mean, Hazoret, not that bad, I suppose. Skewer the Critics, it's fine. Roiling Vortex, no. Abrade, if they have Khan, they get something. Yeah. I could also board out like 1-drops. For more burn. I could board out some Swifties for like a couple Lightning Strikes. It's just a bit inefficient, is my worry. I think I'll stick with the Swifties. I have enough burn. I have like Play with Fire as the Bonecrusher, Chainwhirler. Maybe you want a mix of Burning Hands and Akroan War, because something like Lovestruck Beast on turn 2 is quite annoying. Only 1 land, it just makes us a mulligan. Okay. Might have to ship this one as well. Could try to get lucky, I mean. But even if I draw lands, this hand isn't amazing. I go Swiftspear bottom, play Kumano, then I draw land, I play Soul-Scar and Swifty. I have Obliterating Bolt Chainwhirler at the ready. I don't like it. It's like okay, but it's not amazing. I go with this hand here, hoping they have lots of elves. A second Akroan War is not what I wanted to see there. Okay. Alright. Defiler of Vigor. Yikes. Interesting card. Alright, what is this? What do they have? Maybe they have a Boseiju? What? What is it? Okay, it's not Mono Green Devotion? What is this? Yikes. It's just elves with Nykthos. Okay. Okay. They played Defiler as sort of a win con. Alright, that's a decent way to just win the game with, I suppose. Okay. Well, turn 3, the Defiler of Vigor was good enough to beat me. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so playing against elves, I want a lot of removal. In Akroan War, I'm not so sure if that's even that good here. I rather want to kill these elves. Sure, Defiler of Vigor is a card, but they probably only have like 1 or 2 copies of that one, I would guess. So I just want cheap removal for elves, mostly. Chainwhirler is obviously amazing. Eidolon of the Great Revel is pretty good on the play there, for sure. I think I can cut some Swifties, maybe. And just add all these lightning strikes into the deck. And we can think about Skewer the Critics, perhaps over Obliterating Bolt. Can be 1 mana, which is nice. Yeah, just one Akroan War. Why not? I could also play a Chandra. Maybe play a Chandra. Okay, alright. We mulligan to 5. Happens. Well, I do have light up the stage. So if they play an elf turn 1, I can attack and then light up the stage. Alright, let's try it. I hope they don't have Despero Sentinel. Opponent mulliganing to 5, huh? Okay. Come on, don't disappoint me. Yes. Alright, let's do this again. I just want to find land drops. Okay. No land, not good. Ooh. Okay. there's my land. Yeah, I'll just play Swifty plus Bonecrusher on the War Master. Real top 4, okay. And this flips into the Gaia's Cradle. Cool. Okay. They have 4 extra mana there. Yeah, I probably should attack first and then play Chainwhirler. I could have gone Storm, War Master plus Soul-Scar, but I think I really want to limit the amount of creatures my opponent has so they have less mana. Alright, we got him. Okay. Chainwhirler was huge. Both games. Interesting. Interesting way of building elves. Very much focused on gaining a lot of mana and then perhaps playing more than just 1 or 2 Defiler, maybe just all 4. And you play a bunch of elves, get the Defiler out, and then boom, boom, you just grow your army. Yeah. Could be the better approach than the black-green version with Shaman of the Pack. A little bit land heavy, but we do have 2 utility lands. Yeah, if you can, you want to get out the Eidolon as soon as possible, of course, so it deals the most damage. And the great thing about Eidolon is always that it will at least deal like 2 damage to the opponent if they have to use a Fatal Push or something. You always get the 2 damage out of the deal. Okay, this is going to be a bit painful for me here, but it's okay. Could scry in the upkeep by shooting face. Some sort of jump deck, but no 1-drop, no 2-drop. Opponent's in a tank. I don't know what's going on. Okay, they got the werewolf sleeves. Okay. So if I shoot face, it's the same amount of damage, but I get to scry. They block 1. Yeah, but I can't block the Eidolon, I guess. Sure, I'll just kill it. Well, then I didn't need to do it in the upkeep though. That was unnecessary because now I'm not getting the scry, so I could have just waited until my draw step. Likely I'm gonna do this anyways, but yeah, minor mistake. Claim the firstborn. Okay, so this is just sacrifice? Junt with Korvold. Trail of Crumbs. Okay. Definitely want to braid. Okay. So I guess they survive, actually. They block my den and go to 1. No, they're not surviving. They actually would have gone to 2. Anyways, they are dead. Okay, Roiling Vortex. You have to, against Cat, you would have to pay a mana every turn. It's a bit annoying. Obliterating Bolt. So Mayhem Devil, Fable, Korvold. Korvold, huh? Can't really do much against Korvold besides Akroan War. Chainwhirler doesn't really seem to fit what I'm looking for here. Probably can get rid of those, add the Abrade. And then I kind of like the idea of Planeswalkers because this is a bit of a grindy matchup too. They have a lot of removal, they're going to kill my early creatures. Even though they didn't do so in the last game, but they often will. So I kind of like the idea of Planeswalkers. And then maybe 1 or 2 Akroan War. Get rid of like a Soul-Scar Mage. The spot removal, play with fire. Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike gets rid of Mayhem Devil. Bonecrusher. Play with fire. Don't seem that great, honestly. Hazoret, huh? Hazoret might also be good. It's pretty difficult for them to get rid of, but they can chump it with the cat. That's what they can do. I'll cut a play with fire and add another removal. Maybe just a skewer. Bolt. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is a great hand. Kumano is just so good. Maybe we can even snatch a cat, exile it. Kumano into Eidolon. Ooh, it's pretty dirty. Gilded Goose. Tough. I would love to just Bonecrusher this Gilded Goose, of course. But playing Eidolon is also appealing. The Fatal Push. Okay, so Deadly Dispute would be pretty good. Ouch. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna make mana here for the dispute, for the village rights. Huh. They didn't want to fire it off, huh? Alright, touche. I thought they didn't have it when they didn't use it last turn. again, they have some sort of instant. So I think I'm just gonna deal 2 damage to them. I could make mana and try to kill the Familiar. But if they have Deadly Dispute in response, that would again be pretty bad for me. Chandra looking fantastic here. They have double Fatal Push, they have card draw. It's just a grindy matchup, you know? And Planeswalkers can help. Raska, okay. Killing the Kumano. I'll make mana. Spikefield the Familiar. And then I can Sokenzan or I can Den of the Bugbear. It's just more reasonable to the Den, right? Because it's a free 1/1. I still have Sokenzan in my hand. And I actually deal them free damage while killing the Vraska. Yeah, it just makes more sense. And pass the turn. Okay. I think I want to kill the Goose because of Kobold. On the other hand, if they have Kobold, I can just minus Chandra. And let me see. So if I kill the Goose here, and they're gonna gain 3, go up to 15. I hit them for 5. They go to 10. They play Kobold next turn. It's a 5/5. I attack with everybody. They're 10. They kind of have to block something, right? Because if they don't, they take 3, 6, go to 4. Then I put them to 2. This goes up to 7. I'd probably kill them. Okay, yeah, so Kobold doesn't really matter. So I think I should just kill this Goose. They have another Deadly Dispute, alright. Pretty good. Interesting. They really got me good. So this costs 4 mana, so I don't quite have lethal. Then you can activate the Den, they block. The Den, and then I just minus on the Kobold. They don't block the Den, but block a 1/1, they just die, so they have to block the Den. Yeah. Alright, Chandra, absolute MVP here. And the Den of the Bugbear, to be fair. Really interesting to see John sacrifice. Oh, wow. I was about to say fall off the wayside. That is a huge one here. And a Cauldron Familiar, huh? Akroan War. Oh my gosh. Is that even good here? Is that even how I want to use my mana? Or do I just deal 2 damage to my opponent's face? I think I just do 2 damage to my opponent's face. Alright, I'll kill the cat. And I play Bonecrusher. Clovis. That's... okay. 2 mana. 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 2 mana Okay. Lightning Strike. Plus the Chandra.
This'll be easy.
I mean, I gotta say, my opponent keeps on playing against an active Chandra. It's pretty respectable.
You're going down.
But now we finally got him. How long was this Chandra on the battlefield? Jesus. Absolute MVP here. Love it. I did have fun, yeah. Oh my gosh. What do you guys, one of you recommended that I should have some music, some background music running in the videos to just have underlying sound, you know, when I'm not talking, which is absolutely reasonable, and I know lots of people do that stuff. If you have any recommendations, let me guys know what to, like, chill, relaxed, you know, that couldn't bother anybody, but also couldn't, you know, just some mainstream average stuff, I guess. I'm not really into music that much, I suppose, or into any of these enhanced video editing things. So yeah, I'm just throwing that out there in case anybody is more into that than me. Has some recommendations. Anyways, we got a good hand here. And we're playing against someone with Chandra on the... Oh, Fortsies, okay. This is the sleeves that would fit me right now. But opponent seems to be on... I don't know. Abs and Greasefang, maybe? Sutai, okay. Spicy. The only deck I could think of is something like Sultai Ultimatum. Interesting. Okay. Omen of the Sea, but no Yorion. This is... I don't know what's going on. It's just some brew. Pretty straightforward turn. Lightning Strike deals 5 damage essentially. I think that's well worth it. Bring him to 1. As long as my opponent does not have an Elder Gargaroth. Right here now, we're good. Alright. Burn doing burn things. Again, not a matchup where I need the Goblin. This is a matchup where I would like Chandra and Hazoret. Just seems like a Sultai mid-range deck, I guess. And yeah, Play with Fire is not a card I'm super fond of. Do I want anything else? I mean, Akroan War is interesting solely to the fact that my opponent's playing green and could have Elder Gargaroth. You know, I don't know, but they could. They could also have Shieldred. Pretty good against Shieldred. Yeah, I'll just add some Akroan Wars and Obliterating Bolt. I could also add Abrade. Play a Fire. They don't have elves, I assume. I mean, they might have. They don't even have Fable of the Mirror Breaker. They're playing Sultai. So I think Obliterating Bolt will just get more done. Interesting. Interesting. Not the big fan of this hand. No 1-drop, no Kumano. Bit slow. On the other hand, I mean, my opponent's on the play. If they have 1-drops, like Fated Push, Fonzies and stuff, then my 1-drops would get negated in a way by those anyways. I feel like because my opponent's just passing here, I'm just gonna pass too. I mean, I might have Omen of the Sea. No. Maybe I should have played Eidolon. No. Got punished. I was thinking that if they, have like Go for the Throat or Fatal Push, then I don't want to play my Eidolon, just get it killed. Got punished. Take the Akroan War, huh? No. Five cards. Oh. Oh, that can only be a punt. I mean, you should play that Omen in response, not... Now I can even light up the stage. Oh my god, my opponent did everything wrong. Okay. I like those. Okay. Opponent's just all over the place. Sinister Sabotage, not a card I expected, but okay. Now, even if they have Elder Gargaroth, we can just double Lightning Strike it. A shock again. Okay. Why did I shock there? Okay. I made a mistake there. I should have played my Ramunap Ruins and discarded my mountain. I hope that doesn't cost me. Okay. No attacks. Does my opponent have one more counterspell here? Okay. Well, yeah, that Ramunap Ruins mistake looks pretty rough right now. Because they had 3. I could have had 2 Ramunap Ruins in play. Damn. Bottom, okay. Oh. Hello. That was a pretty good top deck.
Let's do this.
Eidolon.
Today's my lucky day.
Eidolon. Or just 2 to the face. So we play Eidolon and they have some sort of... Nah, I think it's gotta be good to play Eidolon, honestly. Alright, that was a pretty nice top deck. MonoRed, 3-0 so far. If you're meeting unprepared opponents that have a little bit of brewy decks that are not hyper competitive, you can just, mow through them with MonoRed. Eric Ponti is on the play. Love to get paired against Mono Green Devotion. Rakdos Midrange is, I think, not a good matchup for this deck, unfortunately. They have very cheap removal, cheap creatures themselves. Shieldred, Graveyard Trespass is very good against MonoRed. So, Burn is a strong deck in itself, but some of the best decks in the format are good against it. So that's the iffy part about it. This hand is a keep, I'd say. I once went 10-0 at a Pro Tour Kyoto. 10-0 in constructed with 4 Ramunap Ruins in my deck. I'm one of the... I think I'm the only player in the history of the Pro Tour going 10-0 in constructed at a Pro Tour and not top 8ing. Yep. My limited record was that horrendous. I went 1-5 in limited. So yeah, no top 8s. Anyways, still something to be proud of course. So the question is, do we trade with the recruitment officer or not? Do we offer the trade? Are they gonna block? They might. I don't want to trade. I have Goblin Chainwhirler in my hand. So I'm just gonna stay back. Okay, that changes things. Skewer. Oof. Eidolon is nasty. No more Eidolons, please. Just 1 toughness creatures. They are very welcome. Looks like a Talia's lieutenant. Not very welcome. Oh no. Jesus Christ, my opponent has a draw. Yep. Pretty good. Okay. Let's give him the oops. Oh no, opponent. You shouldn't have blocked. Oh, the good old oops worked perfectly here. Oh, I feel a little bit bad for my opponent, not gonna lie. Ooh. The good old oops. Oops attack! Oops! And okay, this board state ain't looking so bad. Ain't looking so bad. I'm at 6. My opponent has a Mutavault over there, so I gotta be a little careful. This is a free too. My opponent can make a 2/2, attack me for free, make a 1/1, make a 3/3. If I stay back with these two, I can double block the Mutavault and take free. It's fine, I guess. If I just attack with then with the Bugbear, I might just block with this. I think I gotta up the pressure here. But I also have a Castle Ardenvale. So I'm gonna attack with this and that. Yeah. And I have a double block on the Mutavault. And even if they have something to remove one of my blockers, I'm gonna be okay. And I'm just upping the pressure on my opponent. It'll take 7, that's cool with me. Go to 6. Okay. Tricky. Okay. Okay. Just attack with Chainwhirler. They don't really have good blocks. They can block with everything. I just gotta start chumping. They could activate Mutavault and make it a 5/5. Okay. Now you still don't have good blocks on a Chainwhirler. I guess they can triple block it now. Well, that's a decent block. Okay, what are we doing? Make 1/1s? Ramunap Ruins? Probably just make 1/1s. They're essentially at free life. Attack everybody. So if I activate Den, what's happening? What is happening? They block the Den. They jump here, eat here, eat here. Take free. Block, jump, block, take free damage. Yeah, they're not dead. They would not be dead, huh? Okay, so I think I won't get all in. Wait, am I missing something? Eat, jump, block, take free, go to 2. Yeah. If I attack now like this, they can jump, block, take 1. Then I Ramunap Ruins, put them to 4. Add to 2. It also doesn't work. If I just attack with these 3 creatures, they can eat, jump. Not very productive either for me. If I activate the Den, then they would have to trade, jump, eat. Take 1, go to 4. Not very good either. Just attack of Chainwhirler will mean they double block. I kill the Luminac. Then I just Ramunap Ruins their face. I don't know. I mean, this is alright. They lose 2 creatures here. I lose 3 creatures. But I gain a Goblin. Deal them a damage. And I lose a Luminac. And I lose like a 1/2 Swiftspear and a 2/2 Kumano. So they're gonna be down to like, yeah. Exactly the blocks I anticipated. Now I technically got them on a... I mean, I have to draw a land to have them on a 2-turn clock. The Ramunaps. If my opponent gets aggressive, they are dead. So they have to stay back with everything. Yeah. It's a very good spot for me. Okay, now they're just dead. They have 3 blockers. 1 damage gets through. Lightning Strike kills them. I can show it. Doesn't change. It just speeds up the game. Good game. And if I wouldn't have drawn Lightning Strike, I just attack with Chainwhirler. They have to jump with the 1/1. Stay back with my creatures, Ramunap Ruins, and then hopefully draw land, Ramunap Ruins again. And win the game. Alright, so on the draw, I'm not the biggest fan of Eidolon this matchup. I like Chainwhirler, I like Bolt, I like Abrade, I like Rending Volley. Could see getting rid of something like Swifty and just turn myself into a sort of control deck. Chandra is also decent, Akroan War is decent. Light up the stage, so la la. Skewer the Critics, maybe a bit difficult to make work. It's good with Chainwhirler though. Chainwhirler plus Skewer kills the Eidolon, which is nice. How good is Akroan War? It's pretty good, isn't it? It's a bit slow. Maybe I'll keep it like this. Yeah, it's a bit slow. That's my only point of concern. And if I kill their creatures, and then I play Akroan War, there won't be much of a board state that would die with Akroan War. There's also Brave the Elements, which I have to be careful of. That can counter an Akroan War for 4 mana. There's the Akroan War. That's good. We're gonna see how it plays out. I have a turn 1 removal and I have Chainwhirler. This hand's totally fine. Boarding out Eidolon might be an interesting move to some. But again, like, this is a racy matchup, so me dealing myself damage actually is a factor. And if my opponent's on a play and gets on board earlier, hits me harder, I just want to be... I want to play a 2/2 that doesn't have huge board impact, right? It's just a 2/2 for 2. And then also have it deal me damage when I'm already behind. On the play, it's a different matter for sure. Also, it's deck dependent. I think in Legacy or Modern, it's very unlikely that you board out Eidolon. Because those decks, those burn decks are so fast. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Okay, come on. This Chainwhirler can be so good here. Alright, take it. My opponents might already know what's going on here. I mean, they saw Chainwhirler in game 1. They could play around it with Brave the Elements. But they just have a colorless up, so we're good to go. Kaboom. Nice. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, I think MonoRed with Chainwhirler has a leg up on the white deck for sure. It's just incredibly good in the matchup. Do I steal this Luminarch? I think I do. Not an amazing use case of Akroan War, but hey, gets the job done. Wedding announcement, okay. This 1/1 is gonna chump block anyways. I'll just kill it to deal more damage. Put a counter on the Soul-Scar. Attack for 6. I think Rending Volley is actually a good card in this matchup. On the play, from the human side. It's a bit slow, but when you get the him and the multiple creatures, it's quite strong. It also shuts off Chainwhirler when you have the him ability, right? Because all your creatures have 1/1. Okay, they get the Luminac back. It's a bit unfortunate, but so be it. And then we will exile the Luminac. And we will Bonecrush this Talia's Lieutenant. And attack. They don't block at all. Well, that means they are dead. Every single card out of my hand has been played. Interesting. When I read... Okay, whatever. Alright, GG. Nice. When I raise my arm, my lighting does weird things. That is interesting. Maybe some smart person can explain that. Okay, MonoRed burnt. 4-0. I mean... Yeah, clean and lean. Goblin Chainwhirler doing its thing. Good meta choice right now, I believe. And yeah, if you like burn, if you're into playing fast, Jesus, what is this? Okay, that's some sort of new bug, huh? Oh my god, I gotta restart Arena. Well, if you're into playing this type of archetype, then burn is certainly a reasonable choice in Explorer. And yeah, I know a lot of people like to play MonoRed, so. Here you have a fast deck that you can play in best of 1, of course, too. When you're sitting on a toilet or wherever you are in the subway, why not? All right, guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.